OBS forgot my mic again. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? Thank you for letting me know, Chloe. Anyway, my name is Haven, and the Haven you've been looking for, and we're gonna need it today. I had a better intro when I thought my mic was working, but it wasn't. I should have saw that earlier. Anyway, here we are. Fear and Hunger 2. Few things to get off the boat. Wow, I was downright eloquent the first time, and now all of a sudden that's all gone. Fear and Hunger 2. First question: is there a Fear and Hunger 1? Yes, but even the developer does not want you to play it because it's far less refined, and it's not necessary to the story of this game. There are certain things that will be referenced. I know of them. I'll point those out when they're referenced, but that's about it. 2. This game is supremely fucked up. It's by a Finnish developer. The Finnish have a bit of a reputation when it comes to horror games, which is to say, terrifying and messed up. This game, if you have not gotten my social media posts, my video description, my Twitch title, if you haven't read any of those, every content warning you can possibly think of is in this game. There is sexual violence, there is drug use, there is gore, there is random nudity. Just as a heads up, I am running a censorship patch, but that's only for the nudity and all the penises, because there's a lot of penises in this game. Peni everywhere. So sexual stuff will be censored. Everything else, no. Everything else is still in. So, you know, get ready for that. Like, there are people hooked on meth and stuff. It's fucked up. Anyway, this is also a bit of a roguelike. There are certain elements that are randomized, but the main story, enemies and whatnot, most of that is set in place, so it's only somewhat roguelike. There are New Game Plus features, but we'll get to that later. So it's all about how long you can survive. This is a supremely fucked up world where gods, both old and new, are clashing, and humanity's in the middle, and humanity has to decide if it wants to keep its humanity. Doesn't always. So yeah, this is gonna be, it might be, I mean, I'm obviously gonna stream more than one stream of this, but it might be multiple runs. But it could just be one big run depending on how well we do. I have played this game before. I have beaten it. I've gotten what people call the best ending, which in this game is very that's a very subjective view. So I will be going for an ending I haven't gotten yet. That being said, everything's screwed up in this game. I'm gonna be going for a strategy. I don't know actually yet. We'll decide when I get in about what character I want to play as. But yeah, this game's gonna be real interesting. If the content warnings and whatnot put you off, that's fine. I can understand that. Just know that this game is very fascinating, and even for someone who's weak to horror like me, I've done a full playthrough of it, and I've come out of it, I think, relatively okay. But who knows? So why don't we get started with a run? And yeah, this is the music I've been listening to this entire time. If that doesn't give you a hint of what we're dealing with here. Huh? Why aren't you... Use my controller, game. I could have sworn this game used my controller. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm dumb. Alright, that's fine. So you're gonna hear clicky clacks of keyboard somewhat. Alright, so these are all the playable characters. Now, while this game is done officially, the developer is updating the game. And one of the updates is going to be more playable characters. But these are the ones we have so far. So we have the ex-soldier, having fought in war since he was 13, Ex-soldier excels at range combat, has great aim with most firearms. The Occultist, age 18. The Occultist focuses on the creative use of otherworldly powers. While not as strong and harmful as on offensive skills, her abilities are no less impressive when used properly. The Doctor, age 28. Doctor's skill set is mainly focused on curing different status ailments and analyzing possible weaknesses of enemy anatomy. The Mechanic, age 27. The Mechanic is adept at crafting her own makeshift weapons and traps. Along with mechanical skills, she also understands more complicated machinery. This is actually one of the most powerful characters. The Yellow Mage, age 32. Contrary to other priests' beliefs, Yellow Mages don't dedicate their lives to worship. Yellow Mages use otherworldly powers only to their own benefit and to further their own agenda. The Botanist, age 20. The Botanist's knowledge covers a wide variety of plants and herbs. She can use mixtures with strong healing properties, or alternatively, she can use her knowledge to create potent poisons. She's actually pretty strong. As you can see, she's in a wheelchair. Mechanically in the game, that's a factor. She can be knocked out of her wheelchair, and if you don't use a turn to get back in the wheelchair, she becomes very vulnerable. She's a real interesting character. Thug Boxer, age 31. Life in an underground boxing ring has taught this boxer how to deal with opponents barehanded. The boxer excels at close quarters combat. This is Marco. He's actually he can be in contention with her as being the strongest character. The only different thing is Marco cannot use weapons. Well, he can, but he prefers using his fists. The other side of it is he's really strong. And this is the Journalist, age 26. Having covered wars, coup d'etat, and other disasters, the journalist has picked up various skills that help her survive. Persuasion skills definitely not being last on the list. She can be pretty damn strong too. So I was thinking, honestly, I might choose this character. Her name's Bella, because she can be the most powerful, the quickest, usually. Because she can actually craft weapons, and some of her weapons are the best in the game. But the playthrough I did had Marco as the leader, and Marco's brutal. But I think I'm going to go with Bella. And we're going to keep her default name. Hold on. You named her Bella Z. Why do you do this? Anyway, we're doing... The masochism mode is not happening. Easier. Fear and hunger mode. If she has a Z at the end of her name, whatever. She's a Bella's. New. So, character history. You can skip it and it'll give you a preset start, or you can go over their history, make choices about their history, and it actually affects what abilities you get. Soothing sound of the rail tracks. You're not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce as to what led you to this point in life. You can already see some of the other characters, like down below and where the text is. That's Marco. And then there's that gentleman across from us. We'll meet him later. Despite your homeland suffering greatly from the First Great War, you had a peaceful and balanced childhood with both your parents and many siblings. This is a world that's adjacent to ours. It has some similar history, but also fucked up. Somewhat. You'll see it gets a bit more interesting in a bit. The northern capital, all the characters are here. Yeah, all the characters are in the train somewhere. It's just we only have 2 on the screen right now. The northern capital, Oldegard, was rebuilding their destroyed cities when news about hostilities in Eastern Europa would be broadcast on the radio. It sounded like the beginning of another worldwide war. You were still too young to take part in defending your borders, so you had to figure out an alternative way to help out your home front. You had a knack for mechanics and electronics, so ultimately it came down to those 2 lines of studies. I think I want to go with mechanics. This will cut off a different ability, though, I think. But I need this to be able to do that. Hold on. Will that prevent me from progressing in certain areas? It might. No, I think I need mechanics to do the building I want. Oh no, that teaches me wrench toss, of course. So she has a special ability where she can toss a wrench at people. It's actually kind of strong. Because you're an eldest child, you had a natural habit of taking care of those around you. Many of your close relatives marched into battle, and nothing could have gotten you more frustrated than your inability to help people more directly. You had already matured to adulthood, but because of your expertise in engineering, your role on the home front was more important to what you would have achieved on battlefield. The home front was in disorder too. Someone had to step up and cover all the missing men now dying far away on some remote battlefields. Your broad shoulders could carry the burden of increasing workload. They had to, because if not you, then who? During one particularly stormy night, while you were returning home after a 12-hour day, you ran into a foreign man on a rain-soaked alleyway. The man noticed you and desperately tried to run for it, only to collapse after a weakly 10 meters or so. The man had been shot in the belly. Upon searching his possessions, you found his documents that he was from the Kingdom of Randon, an allied country of Oldegards. You thought about what to do for a moment, and then took the man back home and treated his wounds. The man stayed unconscious for a week, but slowly recovered thanks to your attentive mending. As days went by, you saw your eagerness to help and frustration towards the war. He then revealed his business in Oldegard. He was part of an underground resistance organization called Nameless Liberty Underground, NLU for short. The organization had been brewing hidden from the watching eyes since the dawn of the First Great War. NLU worked across Europa, trying to subdue the advancement of both Brendan Empire and Eastern Union. The man had important documents that needed to be taken to the Kingdom of Rondon as soon as possible. Because he couldn't obviously take them himself, he asked if you could take his role. You've been hoping for a chance to work on something bigger, and the opportunity seemed to be just that. You packed your bags and set out. As for thanks to the rescue, the man gave you his officer's sword. You traveled through Europa all the way to the Kingdom of Rondon and found a meeting point described by the man and made contact with his colleagues. After talking briefly about the current situation in Eastern Europa, you were asked to join the organization. They were running low on members, and your expertise would surely come in handy. You were led to their headquarters, and where you got to choose how you'd offer to help. This is the one that I was thinking of. This one I want to be able to create weapons. Learn weapon craft. NLU had spies everywhere in Europa and beyond. Combining various information snippets gathered across the continent, you were able to unravel parts of a larger scheme. The Eastern Union had been working on something malevolent and ill-boding in the country of Bohemia, and it seemed like Bremen wanted to get their hands on the project. Your deduction got a lot more weight when you heard the Bremen army finally occupied Bohemia. NLU sent some of their members immediately to the capital of Bohemia, Prehivil, but that you quickly lost contact with them. The organization decided to wait and see if the members could surface, but you couldn't just sit back and hope for the best. You decided to take the first train towards Prehivil and find out what's going on. You're told that if you needed support in your mission, you'd recognize the leader of Bohemian branch of NLU from her red shoes. With this little information of task at hand, how'd you prepare for the trip? Medical goods, spare parts. Let's stock up on medical goods. You've felt this since the moment you embarked on your journey. Every night you see nightmares of horrors that would wait you in Prehivil. Are they just dreams? You can't help but feel they're more dreams than mere logic would dictate. Alright, let's save our character history. There's an intro too, we will not skip it this time. Yeah, she's sleepy. Eepy Abella. Ah, red shoes. Weird. I feel like someone's watching you while you slept. Your working overalls? Did you forget to change your clothes? She was not in those before, by the way. I could have sworn you were wearing something different. Alright, this is Abella's. So every character has a phobia. That phobia is a factor because if you're fighting something that triggers that phobia, that character is weaker. Let's see. Now the pipe wrench isn't as strong as the officer's sword, but only by one attack. And we can throw the wrench. We can't throw the other weapon. So we can craft whatever this is, and that uses an officer's sword. It also uses heroin. Yeah. This weapon, which is like a combat rake, for lack of a better term. This, the lit lantern used as a mace. And you know what? I'm gonna leave this one as a surprise. Excuse me. No answer. No answer. Hey, green herb in the luggage. Trying to remember what the run button is. I don't think I can run yet, though. Yellow vial. Huh. This car seems to be a little long. Workshop. This place. It's not the train anymore. You! I've been looking for you everywhere! Just where did you think you run off to? Don't you understand the hurry we are in? Your hands off me. Feisty one. The eyes of the janitor bulge out of their sockets as his expression intensifies. We could do it the hard way, too! So yeah, those warnings I had about content. First off, yes, there is something censored there. It's kind of hard to tell because it's in black and the rest of the area is in black, but yes. No penis. His skin is flayed open on the back, and he has a machete. So, yes, you can target the penis. Enemies can be targeted by limbs. Yet taking out one of their limbs can reduce their combat effectiveness or throw them off balance and make them easier to hit. Attacking the head is a critical hit if you can hit it. Most of the time you have to prepare something to hit it with. The torso is much easier to hit and also can kill it. Attacking the limbs usually doesn't kill an enemy. Okay, we're still alive. That's great. But we took more than half our health in one turn. Not so great. We lost our left arm. Got a Kasara. Our arm's still gone. We also are bleeding. Uh-oh. If we don't cure the bleeding, we will die. But if we use this, we're gonna get infected. Thankfully, we also have a green herb to remove that. How do you get your limbs back? Not often. There is one way, and that is praying to a specific god. We do not have the means to do so yet. However, I think her pipe wrench, yep, her pipe wrench is one-handed. So as of right now, technically, it's not a problem that we don't have our limb, because Abella is only using one-handed weapons right now. It sucks to not have an arm, but it's not mechanically a problem. And yeah, that's a lot of limbs. So ours wasn't the only arm he cut off. Your head hurts. You feel like you're losing your mind. All of a sudden, we're surrounded by all these weird giant people in robes that are... I mean, people? Question mark? Hey, look, our arm's back. I forgot that because that's an optional intro thing. I don't think you permanently lose limbs. In fact, I don't think you can even technically die. Ah, there you are. A mysterious person greets you in a monotone voice. Oh, monotone, sorry. Oh, there you are. Got you pulled out of that nasty place. You were going deep into that rabbit hole. Now you are safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the Moon Tower. That moon doesn't look normal. Is this a nightmare? Oh, it is hardly a nightmare. You just need to adjust your perspective accordingly, and it will be anything but a nightmare. Since our worlds could not possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one. Rare, the trickster moon god. And me? You can call me Perkele. I am a humble servant of his celestial majesty. Context! Perkele! I'm sorry, Perkele, as they prefer to pronounce it, is a Finnish, like, god of mischief and assholery. Basically. If they call someone Perkele, it's an insult. It's the best way to think of it. You are the dreamer. He is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival of Termina is upon us. What is the festival of Termina? It's the festival to give you, the humans, a peek to grandeur and a chance to reach for illustrious heights. The festival to end all festivals. This must all be confusing to you. I won't burden you with any more information at this very moment. Just head to the tower. That's all you need to know for now. I will gladly answer your questions once you get there. But until that, let us meet again under the moonlight. Perkele! Sorry. Perkele! You tend to roll your tongue when you do that. You wake up suddenly. Was it all just a dream? The bloody Kasara on your hand sends a shiver down your spine. Just what is going on? So we keep our arms. But we also keep the weapon. The train, it seems to have stopped. Oh, are those items still used, though? They are. Okay, now I can run. The man in the suit's talking to himself. He seems to be completely lost in his own thoughts. I'm late already, so late. So you're saying we're stuck here? Pretty much. There's something going on there. The engine won't start. There must be something wrong with it. You overhear a discussion. Oh, the pretty lady got up. Who are you? What's going on? Oh, there's still people inside the train? We don't really know what's going on. The train left us all here, at the outskirts of the city. All the train personnel, everyone, gone. No explanations. I tried to check up on the train, but it couldn't get it to move an inch. Now, I'm no train driver, but I'd say the thing's busted. Maybe I can help. I know a thing or two about trains. Oh? Well, aren't we in luck? Let me change my overalls first. Sure thing. Change your outfit back to your working overalls. You just had these in your dream. Was it a dream or an omen? Looking sharp! You're ashamed to admit it, but you feel most at home in this attire. You examine the engine. Yet you find nothing wrong with it. So how does it look? Everything looks fine to me. Oh? Well then, it's a mystery, alright. Maybe it's better we just wait for trained personnel to return in that case. If you're not in a hurry, I recommend just taking a seat inside, trying to relax. Maybe we could introduce ourselves. My name is Marina. My name is Olivia. Lovely to meet you all. You can call me August. Karen Saar, a journalist on duty. Hey, I'm Henrik. If you need help with anything, let me know. And this mystic gentleman over here is Osa. It was Osa, right? Silly man. Pretty sure it was. We were the first to wake up. Before you came out, we were talking about this. Yeah, you saw a peculiar nightmare, didn't you? You saw a dream too? Everyone saw the same dream before waking up in the train. The moon, the girl in the pink dress, the festival of Termina. It all felt too real to pass off as a dream. Not this talk again. We should have asked that army pig, that Bremen pig. He was in way too much hurry to leave. I bet he knew something. This smells like a sadistic army experiment. Sounds exactly like something Bremen army would be a part of. They had similar hallucinogenic experiments on war prisoners. Now the war's over, they have to get their guinea pigs elsewhere. I wish I had your capacity and feist, but I really have a hard time believing every conspiracy theory floating around. I'm a journalist. I've covered wars, you know. Ha! The reference. I don't need some flaky eye-patch foreigner telling me what's possible and what's not. You haven't seen what I've seen during these past few years. I've covered wars too, you know. All men and women for the past decade or two have covered wars. What's your point again? I've seen my fair share of hallucinogens as a doctor, and I can tell you from first-hand experience there are no known chemicals that create visions that vivid. Especially visions that are identical with this many people. You can feel the tension rising between these two people. I take it we're done here? As much as I'd like it, I don't have time to play happy campers with you people. I have a job to do. Which way is the city? Hey, look! A tower. Look, up where the over the forest top. You see a tower standing erect in the mist? That tower marks the center of Prahavel. You can hike through the forest to get there. It's not that far away. Might be a complication with that, buddy. Just saying. Alright then. If I see anyone, I'll let them know you guys are waiting here. Have fun finding a scoop from that sleepy town. You know where to find us if anything comes up. What are you going to do? Wait here, I guess. I'm not in a hurry. Day 1. Monologue with the moon. So, this is the official start of the game. If you skip all the prologue and other stuff and you told them you don't have time to talk, it skips right to this point. Depending on who you picked, certain events will go differently. Specifically, an event with Heinrich is going to go very differently since we're a Bella. An event with some of the other characters who have already left will go different. We see that gentleman's already on his way out. And again, these army barracks suggest they might be doing... maybe there is something with that crazy theory of hers. Something doesn't feel right here. You can attack people. And in fact, you're encouraged to a degree. There's only supposed to... they'll give us more information later, but yeah. If you attack people right now, everybody else is going to go, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you trying to attack us? And they will tie you up and leave you hanging until the final day. Which is very bad. I'll probably just head out too. There's no telling how long it takes for someone to come and train. Besides, city is right around the corner. He doesn't seem to be interested in small talk. What is it you want? What's your story? My story is none of your concern. Besides, I do not wish to bore you with such tedious and dragged out stories. Your name? My name is Osa. What is it you want? Uh, what business do you have here? You think I could have come here for the festival? You know what the festival is? I know about it. The secrets are painted on the wall, clear as day. Not as clear as Perhivalin Day, of course. It's quite misty here today. Maybe there's some wisdom in that, too. I need to write that down. What do you think about the dream? It was interesting. What about you? What'd you think of it? It was sinister. Yes, I can see that. Sometimes a mere gut feeling is enough to go by. Maybe I should head for town, too. I think I should get inside. The mist is creeping in. Yes, of course. What do you think the dream means? It's got something to do with this place. Everyone feels like, everything does feel like a dream, doesn't it? There's an ethereal feel to everything. There's something more. Never mind. I couldn't help but notice your accent. You're from the old country Oldegard, aren't you? Surprised you recognize it. Oh, I certainly do. The language has a special place in my heart. You see, my family roots come from Oldegard as well. My grandfather used to talk to me in his mother tongue when I was a small child. I'm 1/4 Oldgardian, that is. I can understand language perfectly well, though my speech may not be as fluent, I'm afraid. During my younger years, I've visited the country a dozen times, but it's been way too long since my last trip there. The green valleys, the endless forests, and the 1,000 lakes call me. Maybe after my current business trip, I can finally settle down there and enjoy the long snowy winters and the bright summer nights when the sun never sets. You're making me homesick as well. It must be our genes then. Northern wind summons us no matter where we travel. Alright. So, the game is in 3 days. However, each day is split into 3 different times. Morning, afternoon, night. At night, things get a little fucked. So, it's usually best to do your stuff in the morning and afternoon if you can. But there are certain events that only happen at night, so sometimes you do have to be you have to go out if you find out about them. Rotten meat on the platter. There are maggots crawling in a piece. Ew. Matches. Vegetable pie. That's actually fresh. You might notice there's a little red bar in the upper left. That is our stamina. Anytime I run, that's what drains. It drains more if we're being chased by something. We will find random plants on the ground. If we can't identify the plants, we don't pick them up. And if we don't, but we can gain the ability to identify the plants, but I will talk more about that later when it becomes relevant. An eerie silence fills the air, devoid of life. Oh, it's you from the train. You hear something? From ahead? What is that? What on earth is going on? They're dead. This is horrible. Should we report about this to someone? Local police? That's the game trying to jump scare you. This is a ritual circle. You could actually use it if you had something to draw with. So we need to get our hands on some chalk, but we don't know what ritual circles we want to draw yet. I generally remember what all of them do, but we have to unlock access to them. Prevail to the right, Maiden Winds to the left. I'm gonna go north for now because that is a green herb. Eerie silence, devoid of life. This we want to run. That's the woodsman. It's currently chopping the other dude into bits. We don't want to get involved in that. The woodsman is a very dangerous enemy. There are enemies in this game you can build up the strength and take on anything eventually. If you try to take on an enemy before you're ready, though, they will kill you. So one of the most important things to get in this game is knowledge. Do playthroughs, experiment, and if you find an enemy that's too strong, go back to your save and deal with it. These dogs were actually surprisingly weak. A mysterious beach approaches you with saliva dripping from its gaping mouth. The creature seems to be in hunting mode. Stay away, foul beast. The words are in vain. The beast is clearly out for blood. Alright, let's see. Wrench toss. Of course not. See? Now I want to get into this menu as fast as possible, re-equip our pipe wrench, and then fight the new other enemy. Oops, I targeted the legs. Pipe wrench, please. Okay, it's not attacking yet. That kind of mistake can get you killed, so I need to be more careful. Notice, unlike normal RPGs, we did not gain experience. Leveling up in this game is different. You do it in a very different way than what we're doing now. And because we killed those animals, we can actually go down here. This is going to be a little difficult, because if you're not playing Isabella, this is where you find her. But because we're playing Isabella, we're not going to find anyone down there to join our party. The smell of rot strikes immediately upon opening the hatch. Let's grab the penny button first. Inspect. You cannot hear or see anything that's down there. The tunnels reek of death. No power in the panel. Old newspaper articles about the war. Okay, good. A gasoline canister, that's going to be useful. Got a bone saw, yes. Okay. So I will... And scrap metal. Good. Mop. Want the broomstick. Bolts, okay. Let's see. Broomstick. We need 4 sickles and 2 duct tape. That's not easy materials to get. We need a lot of duct tape, honestly. I'm taking it slow and not running too much, just in case. Chests. Chests are a random chance. It's a 50-50 chance about if it has anything in it. We got nothing. Got a pressure plate, though. Another gasoline canister, okay. Having multiples of these is not bad. As you can see, there are some items that are set in stone that where you find them. Knowing where those are is really good for future runs. If a door is locked, you can try to bash it open. You only have 1 turn of combat to do that in, and if you don't do it, it actually decreases your mine. So body is hit points, mind is basically psychology points, for lack of a better term. If you lose those, you die. I already searched all this, didn't I? A formal hat. There's a sweat stain circling the insides of the hat. Fuck. That's the sound of someone sawing someone's head off. And that laugh is the sound of someone who's very dangerous and we have to be careful of. Also nothing. No! Fuck! Okay. Okay. We're officially ignoring that area for now. We are going left. The man we just avoided is kind of a mini-boss. Is very dangerous and you want to avoid. Alright, I think that's all we can explore for now without certain abilities. You can explore a lot down there, but you need to be able to do certain things. And being able to fight that guy who's called Needles, by the way, to be able to fight him, I definitely need more firepower. I need more people. Prevel the Old Town. Charming! A man with a sickle who wants to kill us. Yeah. Don't worry. We have Registro. Okay. So, how we gain experience in this game, or levels, whatever you want to call it. You have to offer heads to a dark god. This is, of course, a toilet. However, all these have blood in them. You can choose to jump into the toilet. It basically instantly kills you. I don't know what you were expecting. You're jumping into a toilet that has no, like, ladder or anything to get out of it. There are some times in this game where it's like, yeah, the game wants to kill you. There are other times where the game really is specifically warning you. Are you sure you want to do this? This seems like a pretty stupid idea. We'll see a couple of those. Oh, this is the woodsman's cabin. I forgot that's what leads this way. Let's leave. That the thump, that was probably him noticing us. Just looking for resources. Lady with knives. I didn't re-equip. Whew. Those could have removed a limb. Anything sharp in this game that an enemy attacks you with has potential of removing a limb. Hey Asta, playing a fucked up horror game today. Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. I've got content warnings in the description if you need them. But yeah, this is our October game. Glass shards. Why do we need glass shards? You'll see. No, don't turn on radio receivers. Get some black matter. I could have sworn I saw someone down here. Yep. It's best with these ladies, it's best to attack them before they can attack you, because if they charge you and you enter combat that way, they get an instant attack on you that could kill you. Small key, all right. I mean, Outblast Whistleblower is pretty fucked up, don't get me wrong. This game almost has as much nudity. Actually, it probably has more. But still, like, just, you know, in case people need it. This game is supremely messed up in many ways. Hey, look, another one of these. The Tale of the Pocket Cat. The Tale of the Pocket Cat, Chapter 1. It was a rainy day in the countryside, just north from the forest of Merwood. Willem, the most mischievous child known in town, stared at the raindrops behind his window screen, just longing for an adventure. His mother would warn him of going outside. Rain brings forth all kinds of dangers not otherwise known to little boys. During downpour, decent boys should help their parents with various household chores instead. Being the pompous boy he was, Willem refused to give a helping hand. The consequences of such refusals were all too familiar to Willem. He'd get sentenced to bed without a dinner, and so he did. Crying under his blanket, fits of Willem's anger brought forth the reflection from a mirror on the wall. The boy from the mirror introduced himself as Mello, the sleeping twin brother of Willem. Cute. That came to this world far too early, and thus he was could only view the world from the land of opposites. Mello wanted to warn his brother of a coming calamity. His words echoed from the land of opposites, and so they came out all wrong. Now his words encouraged Willem to join the coming adventure that was heading his way. Heading fast, in fact, the adventure already squeezed itself through a small keyhole in the window frame. A large beetle man climbed in from the window. The beetle man was taller than Willem's father, and rounder than his father as well. The face of the beetle man was obscured. He wore a similar mask Willem's grandfather had worn in the war to avoid gas from melting his eyes and burning his lungs. Turculo, the beetle man, had an urgent mission for Willem. You see, the ancient kingdom of Turculo came from was under a serious threat, and Willem was the only boy who could help it. Willem was a bit hesitant, but Turculo was already forcing the boy out of his bedroom window out into the rain. We had no time for thinking, said Turculo. The beetle man showed the way with his lantern. Only Willem had trouble keeping up with the pace, as Turculo flew fast deep inside the Merwood with his man-beetle wings. Turculo's lantern got more distant until Willem couldn't see it anymore. Hopeless and now lost in the woods, he started crying. Not unlike how small song thrush chicks cry and beg their mother for food. And just like that, a giant song thrush grabbed Willem and took him to a treetop nest full of chicks, fighting for their place in the world. Willem tried to beg for a tasty worm from the bird mother, but competition was fierce. Those chicks knew to succeed in life, you needed to push the competition over next boundaries. Willem tried to struggle, but ultimately fell off the nest. Just as he was about to meet his maker, Turculo swooped him and grabbed Willem with his cold Beetleman arms. Anyway, during that, you noticed we're a little hungry. We're at 66%. We should be fine. When we get to 50%, we need to actually eat something. Also, some of the stuff you eat can kill you or poison you in that case. So, yeah, be careful of what you eat. All right, back here. Unlock basement doors. Another entrance. Don't mind the headless corpse. I put it there. So, this is the way into the town. Locked firmly with two different padlocks. The other padlock is carving an eagle, and the other has a carving a two-tailed lion. You cannot force that open. You are not strong enough. I'm just going to tell you that now. If we go south, there's a mini-boss. We're not fighting that. Door's locked with a simple lock. The sign says closed until tomorrow. You could use the small key. There's no point. You can just come back tomorrow. The guy won't sell you anything. It's a merchant. I'll just say that now. It's a very useful merchant, but he's not going to sell you anything until day 2. Uh-oh. I'm used to that actually killing people. Yeah, the game's... If you hear fucked up noises, probably the game. Ow. Ow. Please die. You have more health than I remember. You have a lot more health than I remember. I'm dead. Warned you. This guy had a lot more health than I remembered, though. Yeah. Pipe guy walked up, beat the crap out of us. Guess what? Sometimes when you die, you get a special extra cutscene. We don't have legs. He removed them. Yep. That's the sound of pigs eating us. Welcome to Fear and Hunger 2, Termina. Good news, bad news. We can still continue on. Bad news, we haven't saved. We're gonna skip the intro this time. And we're gonna skip talking to all the people at the front. But yeah, it's, games just kill you sometimes. And like I said, there is randomization in this game, mostly of items like this. I need to be careful to make sure they don't repeat everything from last time. If you just, like I said, if you just do that option, boom, skips day 1. Monologue with the moon. You don't have to wait, everybody goes their own ways, etc., etc. Everything's the same. Egg. Just gonna go quickly over to places we've been before. Grab whatever resources I can. So I'm going to do something different this time. This is basically a battle royale in the sense that only one person gets to win the Festival of Termina. And by win, I mean survive. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but know that I'm prepared to answer violence with violence. We live in the 1940s. We are civilized people, not some bloodthirsty barbarians of yore. Let's act like it. You're right. Let's find peace. That's not translated for some reason. I knew you were a sensible one. Tanaka lowers his guard. He seems to be a bit wary of you still. Wrench to the chest. You absorbed the latent soul. Tanaka is down. 20 shillings, a lucky coin, and a gentleman's hat. And we don't have a means to remove his head yet. We will want to later. Type wrench. Gentleman's hat. Now, that latent soul thing, that's something you only get from other competitors. Every competitor has their own soul, specifically. What those are used for, we'll find out in a bit. Right. We could stick around and watch the woodsman chop that guy's head off. We're not going to, but you could. Evil doggies, but we've dealt with them before. We know they're actually pretty easy. But yeah, Tanaka is supposedly one of the characters the creator wants to add as playable in the future. Basically, all the 14 members of the actual festival, the creator wants to add as playable characters eventually. When that'll happen, don't know. The creator takes his time if he wants to, and completely understandable. This is basically a one-man job. Cloth fragment, good to have. God, has Needles already found me? Duct tape! Duct tape! Go a different direction for now to avoid needles. Hey, can we open this one up? There we go. I found a what? Hold on. Ew. As a tip, there are no accessories in this game that are bad. All accessories have positive effects. A saw blade? Game, you're so nice to me. An ornamental lantern? Holy shit. These are useful because I can use them to already make this. Oh, wow. Okay. The lantern flail. Now we can't throw this like we can the wrench. However, this deals more damage and it can cause burns. If we had another party member, we would give this to them if they can wield two-handed weapons. And that would make things a lot easier for us. And then we could use the wrench and just throw it at people. But as you can see, we haven't gotten any new party members yet. The easiest party member to get is a Bella in the first day. But that's not always going to happen now, is it? And especially not if you're playing as a Bella. I don't want to fight both of you. Excuse me. Can you split up? Does that split you up enough? It does. If you see someone put a trap down like that, if you guard, you automatically dodge the trap. Gotcha. As you can see, human enemies tend to be weak to fire. So yeah, this is a really good early game weapon, and it just gave us all the materials we needed for it right away. I forgot to look upstairs last time, didn't I? Hey, another chest. Makeshift armor. This is bad armor. Because it lowers your agility by a fuck ton. Gives you lots of defense, but the enemy can move twice. And you can only move once. However, if we manage to get ourselves some scrap metal, we can upgrade it. I desperately need a hacksaw. Bone saw, I mean. I know of a bone saw that always spawns, so I'm not super worried. It's just finding one now would be more convenient, because one, bone saws can break randomly, and two, I'd like to, sever the head so I can use them later, because that's how you level up in this game. Yeah, anytime you see those black streaks or black marks on any model or character or what have you, that's the censorship mod trying to save your poor precious eyes. That's the pipe man again. We're gonna avoid him because he kicked our ass last time. He probably wouldn't this time, because we have our weapon that we can just use every time rather than throwing it. But it's still, like, why would I want to get into a fight with somebody who could possibly kill us when we don't gain experience or anything? Face is dark and damp, as if something is lurking up. Okay. I want to be careful here. Because guess who blocks my path? Clunk. By the way, that can give you a concussion, which is a real bad debuff. Whew. A rusty pipe. How pleasant. How wonderful. Another ornamental lantern. Nope. Luck had to run out eventually. Kaiser's rise to power. There's a week-old newspaper article about the supposed end of the Great War II. Two of the biggest powers in the Western world, the Eastern Union and Bremen, settled for peace after a last aggressive push by the Bremen troops happening just days prior to the treaty. The Bremen troops seized the power in a small country of Prehivel, located in central Bohemia, just west of Lake Verdite. The last push was considered especially aggressive, and it was widely considered to have advanced the peace agreements on a larger scale. Another major factor behind the peace was the joint assaults against the Eastern Union on both the western and eastern fronts. From the west, the remnants of the Kingdom of Rondon kept attacking the Eastern Union, and from the east, the Kingdom of Edo continued their campaign after their prior defeats. The article goes on and on about small details, but that seems to be the gist of the article. The Midnight Gazette, January 13, 1936. Appointment of Kaiser as Bremen Chancellor has been made official today. In approximately 14 years, Kaiser has brought into being the greatest popular movement Bremen has ever seen. In fact, one of the greatest that history registers. This mysterious man, who seems to remain in secrecy under his now trademark hood, rose to popularity seemingly out of nowhere. But just witnessing him giving one of his famous speeches to masses makes it very obvious why both the high and low class fell under his charms. Kaiser's energy is a sight to behold. In a short amount of time, Kaiser has managed to unite the Midwestern nations under the flag of Bremen. He formed the special troops, the Marching Men of the Ninth Day, which effectively have been expanding the Bremen regime at a rapid rate. A rate that has been made the leaders of the Eastern Union worried, where these turns take the world cannot be foreseen. His act can very well be described as vile as monstrous, but only future history can tell if the means justify the ends. Bonesaw! There's still another enemy in this basement. Do I have anything to heal with? I do, actually. This should kill him. Because that fire was dealing good damage. Alright. Saw off his head. Nope. This is the thing you sacrifice the heads to. The Cult Grimoire. This just gives you basically their version of a tutorial about what the types of what these things you're gonna find. So about these, so there are various different things marked down. Hey, are you okay? Boy in army overalls. Nope, not okay. Ooh, white vial. Now, one of the ways to save the game is to sleep in a bed. We found heroin, by the way. Heroin is actually a very powerful attack buff. However, your character will likely suffer from withdrawals after the battle, where they no longer have taken heroin, and that will reduce their damage and all their other stats significantly until you start taking heroin again. Get the idea? Yeah, it's very dangerous. You're not hungry yet. Let's open this with a key. Whoever was here loved paprika. Written in blood. Arm yourself. The festival of Termina, the festival of blood, is upon us. Take the rifle. Gun is loaded with single 303 ammo. How much ammo do we have? We have 3 shots of 303 ammo. Interesting thing about firearms. Firearms can be used in battle. Obviously, they use ammo, but you can use them outside of battle as well. And if you use them outside of battle, on an enemy, they will start with limbs lost. If you step on any of those glass shards, those do aggro. And if you step on that trap, you lose both your legs. It's supposed to be a television room. Too bad it's useless due to lack of electricity. Hey, blue herb. Reek of death is your only emanates from all the lone alleyways. These are moon scorched. Moon scorched, as you can see, this person began to flay their own stomach, and they wear that like an apron. Supremely fucked up. They actually don't fight back when you fight them as well. But man is crying in pain. What's going on here? Leave me be. Just leave. They don't actually fight back to a degree, but take it off, please. But yeah, you need heads to sacrifice, and killing these people is a definite avenue for that. Might be asking why I'm collecting arms and legs as well. You don't sacrifice those, but they are useful for one thing in the game. We might not even encounter it. In fact, we are likely not to. Check. Is that an accessory? It is. Magic attack goes up by 20. Great. Not using much magic, but we'll equip it anyway, because why not? Not like we're using that accessory slot for anything else. We're not going in that house with the heads. We have no reason to right now. Yes, we gotta do this to every single body. Oh, I forgot. These guys actually do fight back. Oops. Okay. Well, let's remove that with a green herb. And heal back up with a blue vial. Small key. Good, good. Chalk. Good. Another blue vial to replace the one we just used. Also good. We'll go into there in a bit. This is an elevator. We cannot use it right now. This man, we can talk to him and whatnot, but don't do it yet. The dried meat was not his meat. It was just meat. Don't think about it too much. So yeah, moon scorched. You might remember the moon that we were talking to earlier, sort of. If you're in the presence of rare, the moon, for too long, you can become moon scorched if it's close enough. It's not everybody just turns into, you know, people who think their skin is too itchy and to the point they rip it off. There are other transformations too. Terrible, awful transformations. Oh, fuck! I forgot you were here! Some enemies have guns, too. You can't always take his gun. Sometimes, rarely you can. It's a pretty rare drop. But, yeah, I forgot that dude was there. This is the entrance to the sewers. Unless you have the sewer key, you're not getting that open. So I bet the clicky clacks. I forgot this was a keyboard only game. I thought it was I thought I could use my controller. Sensor patch, you missed something. Like, there are obviously power lines, so that place is supposed to have power. It just doesn't. And now we're all the way back at the train. Notice nobody's out here waiting anymore. That's because if we go in here, most of them have decided to wait in the train. And hey, there's a ritual thing there. And the sleepy one. What's that circle over there? Oh, it's a little something I carved out of boredom. Leave my mark on the train. Just a normal Monday in the life of a vandal. No, that's a ritual circle for summoning the old gods. Actually, it's a perfection circle. It's used to worship certain older gods. It might come handy, if you know what to do with it. There's left of the city. I guess he grew tired of waiting. The doc did say he'd get some help as soon as possible. Decided to stay at the train. Just came to check up on you. Oh, what? You're so sweet. We got in after the mist got thicker. I don't mind waiting for a little while longer. Actually, there's a reason I can't exactly leave this train. I have a condition where my legs don't function properly. I'll spare you details, but suffice to say, some makes the situation we're in more troublesome. Don't you have a wheelchair? Yes, you would think I would have one, right? But to make things more complicated, there was going to be someone picking me up with the wheelchair. Too bad that someone didn't expect me here. In the middle of the forest. Can't make things too easy. So yeah, Olivia was supposed to be met by someone in a with a wheelchair available. They didn't make it. So now Olivia can't really do anything. If you play as Olivia, she will start with a wheelchair. All right. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Where do I sleep to do that? Yep, here we go. Combat manual and a pre-hival map? That's where you get the map? That's where you get the map? Can you tell I don't rest here very often in my playthroughs? Please didn't know that. Okay, so Old Town is the only place we can get to right now. If you look where Old Town only has it has two entrances into the actual city. There's that main junction and there's that one that's in old right above where it says Old Town. That one right above Old Town is the one that's locked. That green dot in the bottom right, that's where our train is. So the Hollow Tower sounds like something we want to go to, but anything that's marked as like a name is probably somewhere you want to visit. You're not weak. Fine. We have so many meat pies. You see that little debuff there in the bottom left? That means she's weak from hunger, in the sense that, yes, her stats will be lowered. I forgot to rest. You know what? No, I don't want to rest yet. I need to find a bunch of those bodies and take off their heads so I can sacrifice them. I want to do that first. That should be relatively easy because that's going to be mostly from bodies of people we've already killed. We just have to avoid the people we haven't. You can do as much as you want in a single day of the game, or a single section of time in the game, I should say, like morning of day one. It is technically possible to beat the game in the morning of day one. It's exceptionally hard. It's not suggested, especially for your first playthrough, because you're not going to have enough information about how to survive that kind of nonsense. Not here yet.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Astros Official, thank you for the follow. I don't know why it only plays in the left ear, but every time I hear that, I'm like, what? What the fuck? Why is my left ear so busy right now? Oh, you're getting ads? I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. Hi! It's you. Just what the hell's going on in this town? Something very bad. The locals, did you get attacked too? Yes. I'm just glad I took my pistol with me. This scoop just became a lot bigger. I have to be careful of what I wish for in the future. What do you know about the scoop? I have my connections to different organizations and groups. One of the resistance groups said the Bremen army against the Bremen army tipped me that something was about to go down here in Prehival. Apparently, there's a very specific reason why Bremen army occupied this area. I wasn't informed about anything else, really. I can't believe I wasn't even warned about this place. The guy will have hell to pay when I get back to civilization. I was, but I'm not sure what to do now. My guess city won't be much better either. What do we do now? We don't do anything. I work alone. I have a scoop to investigate. Now the stakes are higher, that's all. It won't be safe alone. Are you worried about me or yourself? I'm sorry, but you'd probably be a lot safer. You just return to the train. Hello, Sistress. Yeah, Funger. I'm happy to be able to stream this game, and I figured this makes for a really good October game, because it is sufficiently spooky. And it's a game that I know I can handle because I've already played it on my own. So. Yeah, it's been a while since I played, so I kind of wanted to go easy on myself. So picking a Bella seemed like the right choice. Pronouns are any, actually. He, she, doesn't matter. I'm gender fluid. So whatever pronouns you feel like a tie, work for me. Ooh, bullets. So you can do that, and all that lighting stuff up does is, one, give you more vision, and two, reduces the amount your mind damage takes from being in dark areas. Truth Under Moonlight. Here. New Poems of Love and Torment. Book of Enlightenment. Ooh. Skin Bible. Alchemica. Okay, so we didn't get a ton of very useful books. So, New Poems of Love and Torment. I'm just going to skip this. You want to actually read books, though. Book of Enlightenment, though. Do not read this book because it lets you save. And thank you, Astris. I appreciate that. The Book of Enlightenment is a save that does not advance time. You don't rest either, and you can use it from anywhere. This is an exceptionally valuable book. This lets us do more crafting. So yeah, we now can craft stuff from herbs. Or Lexiflat. Okay, got it. I'll stick with Astros for now, because that's your username, if that's what you prefer. Skin Bile Venushka. Cycle of destruction creation has been seen purest form in nature. Thus it comes no surprise that the very god of nature, Venushka, is an offspring of the two older gods, Gorgoroth and Sylvian. Like the nature of mankind, nature of Venushka too can change from fiery raging volcanoes to serene grasslands where a gentle wind lulls one to sleep. The similarities between nature and mankind are fitting, as both grew up sucking on the many bosoms of Sylvian after all. Both were born from the same loins. Venushka and the representation of humanity, Almir, the ascended one, are considered equal. Neither of the two stands taller. What is Venushka's is for the men to reap, just as the nature reaps are old and weary. The mark of Venushka raises the otherworldly offense of its wielder. The text includes sigil of Venushka and instructions how to use it. So, I have already done the quote-unquote best ending, so I am aiming for a different one. I'll just say that for now. So we learned two things from that book. One, we learned how to draw the symbol of Venushka. There will be certain areas where we're going to be able to draw it, not everywhere though. Two, we learned what having the mark of Venushka does. Now, applying a mark to someone is a very specific skill we don't have access to yet. But if we do happen to get access to it, we will now be able to use the mark of Venushka. Okay. Nope. That man down there is a very scary man. We will be avoiding that man for now. Remember, this is morning of day 1. We have barely done anything. For Ulmer's sake! You startled me. I'm always happy to see your glorious figure, love, but give me a little warning next time, alright? If you're not playing Isabella, he comments on her ass at the intro. He's a bit of a womanizer. Now, if you excuse me. Ooh. Roman chestplate. Lots of defense. But it's good it doesn't reduce agility like the makeshift armor does, and it's the same amount of defense. We will definitely be equipping that. Random drops sometimes are just amazing. I could use more skin Bibles, though. His eyes are darting around the ceiling. He is seemingly distressed. Are you okay? Did you hear that? I can hear a clock, but can't see the goddamn thing. Thank you, Astros. I am doing my best trying to explain stuff as I go through. I learned about this game from Ty Tuesday, and I was enthralled. This game is so wild. I've read a lot from the wikis, and like I said, I've done a full playthrough of my own, but this is, but yeah, I just want to show it off at this point. I can smell rosemary and garlic. I'm starving. He's got a crazed expression on his face. You notice his eyes gazing right through you. I can smell it. Definitely, you can't fool me. Snap out of it! Oh? Oh! Sorry about that. I don't know what got into me. First I was just lost in my thoughts, but next those thoughts consumed me. There's something wrong about this place. I came here to find something to eat. Not just for me, of course. Food for the people of the train. I figured they could be my way of helping everyone in this situation. You saw all the food on the dinner table? It used to be the mayor's manor. He must have stashed his food somewhere. Help me find the food storage and we'll be out of here. So, I will be playing at least a full playthrough, if not more, over for my streams for LPing and whatnot. The best days to catch me are going to be Saturdays and Mondays for this game specifically. Wednesdays are set up to be bonus streams with my friends, or not bonus streams, or co-op streams with my friends. Ryu and Dai. We're currently playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, going through this main story. Scrap metal, good. This must be the food storage of the old town. And yes, those are heartbeats from the game. It's a little disconcerting. I don't have any more keys. Help me find food storage. Found the food storage. You did? Lead the way. Jackpot. This is it. Oh, this stuff. It's the famous Bohemian truffle. The mayor must have gathered all this together when shit hit the fan. You get barricaded yourself in here for months with this much goodies around. I'll pick up the ingredients for a great dinner. For how many people? Maybe 14 just in case. Yeah. Hey, I also found something interesting. Maybe you'll find a use for these. The sewer keys! This is one of the ways to get the keys to the sewer. The sewer is one of the entrances into Prehevil proper. This also unlocks something else. You see, Henrik is a bit of a cook. And this is going to unlock something back at the train. I figure you could get in the city with these. In any case, I'll see you back at the train in a minute. Don't forget to join for dinner. So there are few ways in this game to fully refill your food, your mind, your health, that sort of things. Henrik is one of the few ways to be able to refill your food at no cost. He makes dinner for everybody, and he has enough supplies to last the entirety of the festival. You just have to make sure he survives. Which won't be a problem, right? Nothing bad is happening to anybody here. An EP mask. That is a helmet. Gives a slightly better defense. But it's better than a gentleman's hat. Where did I get the gentleman's hat? Don't worry about it. Oh wait, I wanted to go left. I think? No, I need to go through here. Right, I need to go through the basement. I'll need to pass by here again anyway. Nope, nope, pig mask, pig mask, pig mask, pig mask, stay away, pig mask! Pig mask, pig mask, pig mask, I can't run, I can't run, I can't run! Go away, pig mask! Please leave me alone! That's one of the dangerous mini-bosses, by the way. I don't remember if he stays there. He does! Fuck! Okay, there is a way to get past this guy, I think. Be careful of spoilers and stuff, Asterisk, but yes, there is a way to kill him by talking. But I might not have known that. What was that? He's trying to answer you, but you can't make sense of the words because of his mask. What was that? Trying to answer you, but can't make sense of the words because of the mask. What was that? Vile is losing his cool because of your lack of understanding. Furiously, he lifts the mask. The mask seems to have melted on his face partially. But underneath it, you can see a row of sharp teeth grimacing at you. If you hold shift when you do one of these coin flips in a battle, it'll give you 2 coins instead of 1, but it uses a lucky coin in the bottom left. But if you see this in battle, that means you're probably going to take huge damage or straight up die from an attack. Unless you roll heads. Only the file! Pesticide is leaking from the canister constantly. Vile took a good breather of his own pesticide without his mask on. He is coughing blood. That is a way to kill that mini-boss without having to fight him. But you have to win the coin flip. Smokey! That was close. Yeah, that coin flip's rough. I didn't realize you could fail that at first for some reason. So one time when I encountered him and lost the coin flip, I'm like, oh, completely killed my run because he killed me. There should be a body down here. Okay, now we should be good to turn in most of these heads. Ritual circle here. Pray to the new gods or give an offering. You have 17 severed heads in your possession. You want to sacrifice them all. A tainted one rises slowly from the pool of blood. Yes, the titties are censored. Unbearable existence, the suffering, the agony. We play the secret song that echoes from within, the sound that is like razors through flesh. Can you hear it? Yes, you can hear my voice after all. You who came with the offering, ask and thou shalt receive. You receive 17 soulstone shards. O explorer of the further regions, farewell. The air got lighter again. Feels like a burden is off your shoulders. And in my backpack, that's a lot of heads. Okay, so before we do anything else, with those stones, you want to make sure you use them to craft these, which are soul stones. These are going to be very important in just a bit. Also, because we read that alchemical book, we can now make blue vials out of blue herbs. We can also make these mixed herbs. And these mixed herbs. Let me double check what they do. This mixed herb gives you 75 healing, so it's a Resident Evil reference. This one can cure you a poison, terrible poison, infection of legs, or infection of arms. All right. So we're gonna make our way back to the train. Fuck! I didn't mean to! Fuck! Okay. Get rid of the bleeding. Fuck. Infected and bleeding. Great. Got some ammo, though. All this ammo, I'm saving it for, like, 2 specific enemies. Glass shards are going to be useful. Now that we've taken care of them. Loot the kitchen. And carefully avoid all the traps. Yeah. Karen Coxion takes in a firm grip. I've killed before too. Don't think for a second that I wouldn't have the guts to use this pistol. I think I can just finish her off. Absorb the endless soul. Got 6 9mm bullets, a Luger pistol, and a pilot jacket. Yeah, Karen, you can't recruit until late in the game. Fairly late in the game. And I need her pickpocket. Or not pickpocket, I need her lockpicking skill. So... I've got it now. Well, I will soon. I'm sort of holding my breath until we get to the train. I know there are no threats until we get there, but I'm not taking any chances. Then we can go through the sewer and that other underground area. The sewers are gonna suck. There he is. Hey, Henrik. Dinner sounds good. Finish your dinner. It was surprisingly tasty. So how was it? Loved it. Good, good. Seemingly happy with a stupid grin and all. So yeah, hunger is filled up. My, what happened to those people? Welcome back. Seems you're very acquainted with your fellow contestants already. Very delightful to see such progress already. Keep up the pace, the festival won't last forever. Just what is going on? Since the 12 of you are such late additions to the party, your days are already running short. The festival will see its climax in just 3 days. That is how long time you have. Use it wisely. What happens in 3 days? My master has a short attention span. If any of the other 13 contestants are still around when the midnight hits on day 3, well, I guess you'll just have to wait and see. However, it's not advised to wait until that. Do you mean I have to kill the other contestants? What you do and what you don't is entirely up to you, of course. Do you want to kill your fellow contestants? I mean, maybe a little. But enough about that. Let's proceed to the services I can provide. How may I best aid you in your quest? 12 souls left, and so the 14 no more. Splendid. And it's only the first day of the festival for you. Do we actually have one with potential in our hands? Head to the tower. Let the blood spill. As 14 is reduced to 1, so opens the gate to the Court of Rare. Alright, the Hexen. Welcome to our method of leveling up in this game. This path here, Wrench Toss, Short Circuit, Trapcraft, Weaponcraft. These are abilities that Abella has. This is an ability just the start of the Hexen. We have access to this way because this is, what's his name? Tanaka's path. And we have the access this way because it's Karen's path. Persuade, lockpicking, escape plan, diplomacy. This is actually, these are really strong abilities. But we need 4, but each of these is going to cost us a stone. We also can get abilities from the gods. Any of these marked right here are various gods. This is Almer. This is the vagina one. This is that leaf one we got. This one is these are New Game Plus, I think, only. No, these are not. This is rare. That's rare. Blood sword. By the way, some of these, if you get them, instant loss. Inverse Crown of Thorns kills you. So, greater photosynthesis and greater photosynthesis, roots that reap, brain flower, pheromones. Watch it. What happens if I click this though? See that? Those two circles that surround the other gods? That represents how much trust or how much faith or how much you've how much favor you've earned with those gods. If I wanted brain flower, I could only do it if I earned favor level 1 with both of those. Some of them do mix like that. Hurting, black smog, necromancy, blood golem. So basically, if you wanted to be a caster that's an offensive caster, you would want hurting really bad. So you'd want this god to be in your favor. Masturbation. Yep. That's a really good way to make this god love you. Now, what I really want, agility is a really important stat in this game. Everybody starts with 10. If you get to 16, you get double turns in combat. If you have a low agility, there are sometimes enemies that'll get double turns. So we want 1 point in agility. The reason why we only need this 1 point for now, because there's an accessory that gives you 5 agility. Does nothing unless you have 11. Persuade, lockpicking, escape plan, diplomacy. So, what this does, persuade gives you more options when talking to enemies in combat. Lockpicking, master of unlocking. Escape plan, if you want to run from a fight, this lets you do it every time. Diplomacy, you get to use the persuade skill for free at the start of every combat. So that's why this is all, that's why I wanted at least 5 of those shards. All right. So in doing that, we have upgraded our skills, we have saved the game, and we are officially on our way, and is now still day 1, but now it's the afternoon. The characters that are here are still here. Nobody's left. Including Heinrich. So I have one place I want to go before we hit the sewers.
The Hive haven't been on Earth in centuries. That wizard came from the moon.
Marco Rojas, thank you for the follow. And I lowered the damn volume by those for as much as I reasonably can. Still jump scare me every time. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. If you are familiar with the game, with the name like Marco, it's entirely possible you are. Then welcome. I love the Funger community because folks tend to be pretty cool for a game that's so supremely fucked up. If you're not aware of Fear and Hunger 2, I have in my YouTube video a description of a bunch of the content warnings. If you need a short list of them, that's fine. Just let me know. I can provide it. Otherwise, if you're fine, then we're good. All right, in here. keep track of the numbers because that helps you differentiate which area is which. Hey, cloth fragment in the toolbox. Thank you for that, Astris. I appreciate it. Ooh, saw blade. Right. This I need the electronic thing to bypass. And I don't have that ability yet because I went down Karen's path first. Dang. Okay. Sewer time. We technically have other places we can explore. But it's not a good idea without more people. Like, I don't want to fight Needles. Needles is bad. Needles is the tiny death. Many tiny deaths. Here's the thing about the sewers. It is dangerous here. It is disgusting here. Ah, it's a neighbor! Ah, another neighbor! Fuck. You have to hear me out if there's any humanity left in you. The creature is tilting its head in confusion, trying to make sense of your words. Okay, didn't do anything to make its head more vulnerable. These guys hurt? I will be running. Running stuns an enemy temporarily and lets you go, but if you run back into them, you're getting into a fight again. Lockpick. If you know enough about the sewers, you can get so many places in this game. It's really, really good for finding your way around. My Twitter link isn't working? Oh, I bet I know why. It might be my old handle. Hold on. Twitter.com/detour. Try that one. I might need to change the one in the bio. When I swapped everything and changed my Twitter handle, I might not have caught everything. That link to the old one. Thanks for letting me know, though. Nope. Bye, neighbor. I don't need a cup of sugar. Thank you. This is back out. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I looped myself. Bye, neighbor. Oh, hey, it's Moon Scorched. Even if you're rotting away, there must be something you want. That's right, rip and tear through your muscle and bone. Oh, his defense is lowered by that. Now there's something scary to our... No? No, not here yet. Okay, never mind. Oh, hi, neighbor. Yay, I got sewer beer. Sorry, sneeze. Bullets and oil, that's good. Vodka. Soul Devour necklace. Isn't that... No, this is just defense, magic defense, which is good. But I thought that might have been... There's some really overpowered accessories, including some that can heal you every turn, which is bonkers good. We just need to get our hands on them, if the game will let us. Are we at this puzzle already? Okay. Yeah, now I can't get left or right. Yeah, this is a bit of a puzzle to get into a deeper area of the sewer. It's not something we really need to do right now, but since I'm here, I might as well. Right, can't do that yet. I need a way up. Get that. I just need that deactivated for now so I can get in that. Darn it. So that one up there is active. No, stop. This one. And now I can't get through because that one's active. Now I can't get through because that one's active. Okay, so I can't turn that off at all. So I have to approach from the left, definitely. Which I can't do. I can't do this yet. I forgot. Because I have to be able to go up that ladder. And that means I have to approach from the west. And we can't do that yet. That's why you can't do this yet. I forgot. Okay. I remember now. Okay, so let's go up this ladder. Hi, neighbor! Bye! Okay. Right, the death mask makes you really good at magic. A dead crow. The carcass is partly decomposed already. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, I'm taking the death. Okay, I think I can fight this guy because I have the persuasion. For justice and order, the voice of the Bobby is distorted and screechy, barely understandable. You have violated martial law set by the high priest in the area of Prahevel and his surroundings. Law broken. Everyone must stay indoors. Protocol to use lethal force. I wasn't aware of such laws. I'll do better next time. Or why are such laws in place? It is for safety and protection of civilians. Protection against what? Green who devours the land at night. Fuck. No, that wasn't what I was supposed to say. Damn it. Damn it. Why? I should have tapped that so often. No! I was just spam clicking. Ah! Okay, that's actually a good time to take a quick break. Because my throat's kind of sore. I want to get something to drink and go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So, let's get up, stretch, do whatever you need to do to keep watching comfortably, and then we'll be right back.
Gay. It's the
Ha! Sorry about that. Was throwing some follows and whatnot, folks. Anyway, and of course, Twitch and YouTube have autoplay videos. Alright, so hopping back in. So, we can just head straight to the sewer this time. And hopefully we won't die. If we run into the Bobby again, I'm going to try the persuade options and do them correctly this time, because I know there's an option that essentially stuns them and weakens them enough that you can do a headshot. But I forgot what the precise method was. What am I doing? I said I was going to the sewer. Haven! Maybe you needed a longer break than I thought. Wow. Good job, Haven. Good, fantastic work. Just tiny mouse brain. Tiny mouse brain. There is no short-term memory. There is no long-term memory. There is just non-existent memory. Oh, I get this bug every once in a while where you just get stuck sprinting and it doesn't reduce your stamina. Oh yeah, you could just lockpick. You don't need the sewer key. I forgot that. Sneaky. Smack! Oh, come on! Just for that, taking your head. Okay, I was planning on not doing that anyway, but I'm taking his head angrily now. Okay. That's what I thought. You little rat man! Don't worry, I won't hurt you, cousin. Bye! I went the wrong way! Good thing I have a runaway button that actually works. Oh, right. Crow body. Call it fragment. Oh my. Who's that in the mysterious yellow outfit looking back at us? Creepy! Oh, good. 2 healing vials. Ah, crap, another one. Fine, we'll fight this one. Alright. Being very careful about my choices. Serve and protect, and you got the Bobby wondering. He seems to be lost in his thoughts. There we go. Okay, very important. If you attack one of these guys, you have to beat him on the ground because the body was still pulsating steadily, but now it has stopped. The husk of the body feels stiff and hollow. If you do not do that, they get back up, and they will kill you. They'll try to kill you the same way they tried before. Okay, now that I remember the combination of events, as long as I'm not spam clicking... Almost broke my own rule. Oh fuck, the rifleman! I almost forgot he was there. A lucky coin, alright. Okay, run, 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 run. Hotel must have had severe water damage over the years. Okay. Staircase has collapsed. books. I wasn't trying to look at the mug, I was trying to look at the cash register. Anothamia. Oh, this is just the... This is how status effects work. Tail Pocket Cat Chapter 1, we already read that. Ooh! Alchemilia level 3. Super senses, greater healing. Yeah, 2 blue vials can become a really powerful blue vial. Yeah, light blue vial is the better healing. That's the one that comes from 2 blue vials. I could make this, but I want to save the bolt. No, I don't need the bolt, but I do need duct. I only need 1. Okay, I still need duct tape then. Break the rules and climb over it. Yes, please. There is this. This is a place to save and rest. Bear trap. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to save and rest right now. But this place is an option. The bookstore is relatively safe. Good. Fuck! Beat him. Okay. Funny thing is, I don't need those small keys anymore. They're super valuable if you don't have lockpicking. If you have lockpicking, they're useless. Fight me! If you interact with that car from the bottom, like that, you get to do this. Good. I don't see anything that says his head got weaker, though, so... Okay, so it's just a one-turn stun, then. I will take it. A lot of folks don't even know you can attack that dude, by the way. It's not as intuitive as you might think. You're just like, oh, I guess I can't reach him because I can't touch him. But no, if you interact with the bottom of the truck like that, you just get to attack him. I guess it assumes your character climbs up there. It's good to get rid of all of these guys if you can, because they are a big threat. Oh no! That means Needles is here. I don't want to fight Needles. Yeah, that, and the guy jumping across the rooftops, we saw him earlier on the train. He is one of the contestants. Not one of the playable ones, though. Shot in the head. Stab multiple times. Fuck! Needles! Unlock. Ooh. Gasoline canister. Scrap metal. Bolt. I could use some duct tape. Just a little hungry. She's not weak from hunger yet. Time to get our first party member, who's probably one of the worst party members in the game. He's sweaty and shaking. Are you okay? He's shaking his head. The boy's avoiding your eye contact best he can. You notice shot marks at the bend of his arm. Looks like he's been injecting himself with something. You've injected yourself with something? It's just nothing. I don't need help. I need to deal with this myself. Is there anything I can do? He's shaking, his skin looks very pale. Boy's looking at you in disbelief, but is clearly tempted by your offer. Sorry, I clicked past that real fast. It was to offer him heroin. You look away as he injects the heroin. Thanks. I'm Levi. He's nervously looking around and avoiding your eye contact. Other than that, he seems decent enough. I'm not feeling all that well. Would it be okay if I came with you for a while? Yes, of course. Levi had a rifle Mark 1 and 4.303 ammo. So yes, he does come with a rifle. Unless you want to burn all your ammo, don't let him keep it. I mean, a gun is more powerful than any melee weapon we have. That's true. However, give you the pipe wrench and give you the lantern flail. No, I don't want that. I forgot. It has withdrawal symptoms already. Like, he permanently has withdrawal symptoms because he's an addict. That means his stats are significantly lower. He only has gun proficiency, which does give him greater accuracy. But like, check out his stats. Like, he has 1 less agility already. Let's get him equipped with actual equipment stuff. So look, 59 attack, 18 defense, 69 attack, 28 defense. Now, part of that is our Bremen chestplate, but he does just have less stats in general. So, well, and it's not just less stats, it's he has a damage debuff as well. But at this point, it's more of a matter of it's very useful to have another character in your party. So you kind of do that. And yeah, if you exit through that way, it automatically unlocks the door. Trying to get you by internal approval there, aren't you? Nest man cards or block the place off. It's off limits. The Bremen army cut the town off? They most certainly did. And here I thought the war was already coming in. There we go. Okay, so the only threat here is Needles if he spawns, but we get warned if he does. Otherwise, all the other enemies in this area are gone. There's someone crouched over here. You hear distant laughing. It sounds cold in the foot. Damn it! Needles, stay away! I'm watching Pocket Cat kill a baby? I think. There's a tall man here wearing what seems to be a rubber mask. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, I think he's just beating up a baby. Anyway, I wanted to get that ready. Here I am, busy with my own business, completely ignoring this beautiful chapette. All apologies, pleased to meet you. You can call me Pocket Cat. You have one of those familiar faces. I feel like we met somewhere before, perhaps in a past life. You're mistaking me for someone else. Things sure have changed since then, haven't they? We live in peculiar times. The world has gone through true darkness. The world has been in a standstill and a deep rest. People stocked up on toilet paper and hid in their homes with their loved ones. They were waiting for a glimpse of light just because they knew even the darkness has a breaking point. Sorry, I need a drink. Say, old sport, what do you think follows such intense darkness? Chaos and confusion. Yes, not light or darkness, but gray. Very insightful indeed. From personal experience, I'd say true darkness is followed by chaos. The mind, or the common consciousness we all share, strives for something new. When one is truly done with the darkness, one strives for new with such vigor that growing pains are inevitable. But there lies the danger. You see, chaos can ragdoll us into any other one direction. The direction is not always towards the light. Sometimes one can find themselves lost in limbo that is chaos. When you enter the limbo from a dark place, there's a big chance that you contaminate the chaos with your darkness and just create a new pitch black place, even darker than the one before. I guess I'm just rambling here, letting my mind wander and my mouth slander, as they say. You know me. When I get excited, I can go on and on and on. I didn't mean to take your time. From what I understand, you've got your hands full with the festival already. Well, so I'll get straight to the point. Not only a wandering gentleman, but I'm also a head salesman of sorts with deep, deep pockets. What is a head salesman, you ask? That's exactly what it sounds. I'm willing to part from my valuable collection if the price is right. And the price is severed heads of those participating in the festival. Macabre, I know. But you get used to it. Gods know I did. This is what I have to offer. It's quite a nice collection if I say so myself. These are all the important books in the game, including including the Book of Enlightenment, which lets you save anywhere, certain recipes and Amelia, and the Skin Bibles, which are oh so important. We only have Venushka so far. God of Fear and Hunger. This lets you save at certain ritual points without progressing time. Rare lets you into secret areas that you normally can't get to. Ulmer, I believe... I don't recall what Ulmer does off the top of my head. Sylvian heals is how you get your limbs back. If you have if you've had a limb removed, this is how you can get it back, and it fully heals you. You can only use it once though. All these are one use pretty much, except for I think Rare. Ulmer, right? Ulmer I think is the teleport one. If you put an Ulmer down and then you go somewhere else and put an Ulmer down, you can teleport between them, I believe. Grogaroth, I don't remember. I think Grogaroth, you can sacrifice body parts there? Not just your own, but like ones you have, I think. I don't remember exactly. Happy to business with you. It was truly a pleasure to meet you once again, but I fear I must go now. The tower you're heading towards is to the east of here, just beyond the church's hidden passage. Let's meet again there. Perhaps I'll even have a special deal for you. My pockets are very deep, you see. But until that time, old sport, take care, take care. That is your only chance to buy from him for a while. So if you don't have many contestant heads, which you're probably not going to at this point in the story, then yeah, you don't get to buy much. I could have had 2. That still wouldn't have been enough for a skin Bible, because I would have had to go all the way back to get Tanaka's head. Okay, I have to be very careful in this area because there is an enemy that can spawn that is exceptionally dangerous. But I need to fight it for this run to work. Concerning. Creepy. His body is in horrible condition. It's impossible to tell what happened to this person. This is an enemy we could have run into the sewer. The rat hag. Is there anything I can do for you, ma'am? That's sweet. You can give me a good rubbing. My back's been aching for a good bit now. Don't be scared. Just come a little closer. Come closer. How do you persuade someone who dwells in deepest levels of madness? You very quickly want to attack her arm first before your body. Because if you leave her arm, she's gonna do some crazy magic. Okay. Got her. Whew. Okay. If you leave too many rats alive, she gets real dangerous. Inept Changeling, hello! We are playing Fear and Hunger 2 Termina today. If you're not familiar with the Fear and Hunger games, these games have a lot, and I mean a lot, of content warnings. So if you need them, they are, if you're on YouTube, they're at the bottom of the video in the description. But generally it's violence, sexual violence as well, drug use, alcohol use, and more importantly, gore and body horror. If you couldn't tell from the last enemy we just fought. So, yeah, just as a heads up to people, this game is supremely fucked up, but it is intensely interesting. And yeah, he's on stage 2 of heroin addiction. Yeah, like I said, drug use. So yeah. Okay, good. So you are aware of the game. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. This game is way more intense than a lot of games I play, so I want to make sure people are forewarned if they are just joining the stream or whatnot. But I'm glad a lot of folks like this. I really enjoyed this game myself. I was introduced to it by a streamer called Ty Tuesday. Sit boy. Yeah, these are poop dogs. I don't have a better way to describe them. I am obviously running a censorship patch. Stop infecting my people. I don't have enough things to remove infections. Yeah, the fecal dogs are supremely gross. I guess I have no choice but to use the mixed herbs at this point. Ah, Needles! Nobody likes you! Fuck! Come on. No, I can't do it now. He's too wiggly. Okay. Bear trap. Fuck you! He's just grinning at you with a sadistic smile. Live and let live. We're on the same page, right? He was just laughing at you with exaggerated gestures. He's holding his stomach while pointing a mocking finger at you. Your persuasion seemed to work. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have Levi do something. So this thing is his most dangerous weapon. It's just a bunch of needles on a whip. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to save my ammunition. I'm trying to do something specific on this run, and I'm gonna need all the ammunition I can get to make it work. So right now, not doing that. Okay. So this is a bunch of needles on a whip. He uses them on you. You get infected, poisoned, all sorts of badness. If you destroy his arm, he pulls out a gun. So here, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna throw a bunch of glass shards in his fucking face. Great. Almost killed my boy Levi. Okay. There goes Levi. Fuck. Pick up the bear trap. Three things of heroin. Okay. Well, that didn't go great. Levi is now dead, and we don't get to saw off his head for a trophy. Which sucks. But I only have the white vials for it. Okay. But the important thing is Bella is alive, and we don't have to worry about needles anymore forever and ever. Nope, not Bellman. Bellman can stay the fuck away. All right, so this is another rest point. But you have to make sure you figure out that there's a loose tiles there to get underneath. If you have characters, they will all hang out here. Okay, good. There's also some books and other resources down here. Good. Got myself another rifle. And a shotgun. Luger pistol. And a coded letter. Encrypted by someone from Nameless Liberty Underground. It uses the same code language taught to you at the NLU hardquarters. You take a closer look. Eastern Union officials from both Varanian Republic as well as from the Eastern Sanctuaries don't understand what they're giving up. I tried to emphasize the importance of the project logic during my time with the research, yet they cannot see the true potential. Eastern Union is willing to let go of Prahival for a very cheap price. The leaked documents say the officials are stupid enough to think that they got a good deal out of it. They don't understand what they're handing over to Kaiser on a silver platter. But Kaiser knows. I first met him briefly during my scholarship at the compound all those years ago. It sounds like Kaiser knows perfectly well what the project's been building towards. In fact, from the pieces I've been able to gather, it sounds like he was one of the main forces kickstarting the project long before the Great War started, and pitted Bremen and the Eastern Union against each other. Uh-oh. So it sounds like the Kaiser's been influencing world politics to a strong degree. We have so many meat pies. I think now is a good time to... No. I don't want to rest unless I have soul shards. So what we're gonna do... Oh, I can't open that. You have to have a special item to open those.
The Hive haven't been on Earth in centuries.
Thank you for the follow-up,
That
Changeling.
wizard came from the moon.
I appreciate it. For all the people who've been following for more Funger stuff, I will be playing... Next time I'm playing this is actually going to be on Monday. This game is going to be Saturday and Mondays for either until I'm done with this single run. Or and if I want to keep going afterwards. But yeah, so look forward to more Funger stuff in the coming days and weeks and whatnot. I hate those things. They don't even have heads. So I can't even get shards from them. Department store. I remember this place. Yes, you can hear some screaming. Yeah, Stitches. We'll run into Stitches later. Probably. Oh, not this way yet. Chainmail dress. It's not going to be as good as my armor. Yeah, but it'll be good if we get another party member. Ah, darn it. What's your name, lass? Abellas. Yeah, I know the secret stair. I'll get back to it. Fuck you, Abellas. Now the introductions are out of the way. What do you want, stranger? I've got 99 shillings. Holy shit. I could get a purifying heart. Hardened heart, I mean. Purifying talisman, thorn ring. Still blood. The small things amulet, though, is what I want. That is the accessory I've been looking for. That gives you more speed. That's why we took the 1 agility after killing Tanaka. Because now we can take 2 turns. Yeah, the perspective really hides it. I'm gonna go ahead and try again. Yeah, it is unfortunately the best use for Tanaka. For now, until they make him a playable character. Yeah, that's a really hard staircase to see. OSHA would like to have a word with you about this place, especially with the whole flayed corpses in this roof thing. A leechmonger ring. Playable summary, yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there we go. So, the leechmonger ring is really, really good because it heals you every turn. It's one of the really overpowered accessories in the game, honestly. And, yeah, you can always get it from that location. It doesn't? Oh, this is the one that heals you when you attack. My bad. Right, I was mixing it up with a different one. Yeah. Every time you make damage. Yeah. Yeah, I got it mixed up with the other thing. Hey, remember that sensor patch we have? Yeah! Thank you, sensor patch! Also, hitting that usually stuns him. But he lost his balance, and we have an extra turn, so we're gonna hit him in the head. Lock picking. Terrifying. I'm not having good luck with those chests. Ooh, Skin Bible, Fear of God and Hunger. God and Fear and Hunger. There are popular texts that tell stories of the false god and a chosen human joining together in the darkest and the wettest of dreams. The forgotten and long dormant god of the depths perished that night. Only an older god never truly perishes. And instead, the god of fear and hunger planted its roots and started to grow her influence in the surface world. The scheming false deity had hoped her daughter would be the light of mankind. Only true darkness does not breed light. The god of fear and hunger was a pure child, a blank state birthed in the darkest pits of human creation. That is where she grew, that is all she knew. She was the pure representation of fear and hunger, not spoiled by even a glimmer of hope. Mankind had seen its share of stagnation and suffering up to that point. To rise from those perilous pits, growing pains were necessary. Progress comes at a price. Fear motivated people while hunger kept them moving forward. People cherished their hardship and drew inspiration from it. They learned from it. What followed was advancement mankind not seen since the forgotten ages. The dark fumes that rise from the pipes of modern cities are direct consequences of this era, an era that came to be known as the Cruel Age. The mark of fear and hunger raises the agility of its wielder. Text indicates that fear and hunger and instructions on how to use it. So yeah, the mark of fear and hunger and the god of fear and hunger. A fencing gambeson. Alright, so that was worth it to get a skin Bible. It is afternoon day 1, Inept. Which is why we're so limited on characters right now. I have pushed this afternoon pretty far. I've wanted to wait until I can sacrifice the heads to get more shards. Fuck. Is that a Bobby? Okay, it's just a Bobby. We can handle a Bobby. Ah, fuck! I forgot to feed him first. Yeah, I've killed Karen. So, you can't recruit her first day anyway, though. Unless you get all the way over to, that one area. Gosh darn it! I keep pressing the wrong button. Nope! Nope! Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to go here yet. This is the orphanage. No! No! No, 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 no. Death mask, go away. Death mask, go away. Death mask, go away. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, shit. I've been worried about him spawning. I've been wondering when he would spawn, and now I don't remember if I have a method to fight him. I may have to just run. Okay, run, 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 run. Right, that doesn't stop him. I could have sworn that removed his legs, but I forgot. He just gets stunned by it. Yeah, and he's able to avoid traps and stuff. Okay. You know what? This is the area where you can recruit Karen in. I don't think you can do it day 1, though. I'm pretty sure she's only here at day 2. Fuck! You're not who I think you are. Okay, you're not. Fuck. Yeah, I know you can shoot him. I should have thought of that. But is he stuck there forever? Or is he just... Or is he gonna get out? Like, if I go back, is he still gonna be stuck there? I mean, I'll settle for rifle shots to remove his arms. He is stuck there forever. Okay. Cool. Okay. Riffle. One more shot. Okay. That's right, he can still tackle people. And hurt my mind. That's fine, I have plenty of alcohol to heal my mind. Take his head. Okay, that's one death mask we don't have to worry about. Bad news, more can spawn. Especially at the later days. You know what? It would be shorter to get back out of here from here, back to the, oh, fuck. People approach the festival in different ways. I don't know you well enough to know what your true intentions are. Precaution, keep your distance, and perhaps you will see tomorrow. I don't intend to take unnecessary risks. It's nothing personal. Fair enough. The yellow mage, Osa, is there. If you get closer to him, he will start casting magic on you that hurts you until you get to him. And then you have to fight him after your hit points have been reduced to almost nothing. I'm not sure how much more of a risk I want to take right now. I think I really need to... Fuck, right, that's what that direction is. I really need to turn in these heads and go rest somewhere. Yeah, Osa can block the way sometimes, and you just have to... You have to put up with it. Bellman is very dangerous. How? Out of shilling? No, I already gave you one. Okay. Osa just wants to do a funky little dance. Let's do a little dance. There's a reason I'm avoiding all those doors, by the way. Yeah, you can shoot him. You can just, if you get a right angle, a good angle on him. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Thankfully, we killed Pigmask, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. No, do not offer the dead crow. That summons a boss. I know that. Sacrifice all non-contested heads. That's why the crow's there. Okay. Five more. I don't need to go all the way back. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find Privilbot and save there. Alright, I just have to remember where it is. Fucking dogs. Okay. I didn't expect it to be piercing. Oh, right. You're right. The manor does have an event. And that would be a good idea because... Yeah, because I remember that event. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect that pistol shot to go through both of them. Don't know what to tell you. I didn't know it could. But it just went. It was like a dog centipede instead of a human centipede, but with bullets. That's disgusting, Haven. Why are you like this? Okay. I was just double checking my health and stuff because this event leads to a fight. I just had to make sure. Oh, wait. I can get my way into this room now because I can lockpick. Damn. Oh, wait. Bookshelf. Check bookshelf, Haven. Oh! All the alchemellas. Flammable, antidote for poison, nutritious liquid. Yeah, use it to create this murky vial to throw it on stuff and then make them highly flammable. That's all we'll make for now. Sylvian. Ha! Censorship. Goddess of love, lust, and creation. She created men and women at the dawn of time. From the very first moment, she loved her children dearly. Over time, her love blossomed into a more obsessive form, and she would take a more hands-on approach when controlling the direction her children took in life, always having their best interests in mind, of course. Once she realized her children would never return the same amount of affection back to her, her love took a more twisted form. Sylvian forced mankind to more her liking and closer to her own image with her gift to humans, the love magic, otherwise known as flower magic. For a brief moment in history, mankind fell into a craze of fleshly delights, as a synchronized mass sea of naked people in the middle of coitus could pulsate and waste their days. Sylvian is often associated with Gogoroth, the god of destruction, their offspring Venuska, the god of nature. The mark of Sylvian raises the otherworldly protection of its wielder. That is another way we can get into the city. Okay. Content warning! He's doing exactly what you think he is. Caligula. Around, bitch, I've got a use for you. Fuck? Just slow the fuck down. Yep. Caligula swings his pipe furiously. Get ready to die, you fucking piece of shit. I'll fuck you up, you piece of shit. Bring it on. I'll shove this pipe so deep you'll have it be taken for a cock horse. Christ, this guy's terrible in every humanly way. Got him. You absorbed the decrepit soul. Now I sleep in the same bed with this corpse, with the corpse of this monster. Rusty pipe, meat pie, cashmere suit, and an egg. Alright, that gets us access to his abilities. The thing with Caligula is, first of all, obviously, what a piece of shit. Secondly, he's he's causing trouble for not just Abella. He can cause trouble for other characters too. he's like a hardcore gangster and is not fun to be around. Like, trust me when I say, if you have a chance to kill him, you are 100% justified. Yeah, he's... like, we're walking around a place where it's so evil and fucked up that people are literally being transformed into monsters, and Caligula is probably the worst of them. Because he is reveling in this shit. He loves it. Now, I kind of hinted at this earlier, but people can become moon scorched in this game if you spend too much time here, and certain other factors come into play. Most of the contestants, if not all, I believe, can become moon scorched. I'm not going to describe what Caligula's moon scorched form looks like, except to say that in this mod, that sensor stuff censors about 80% of his body. Pav? I don't know if Pav can. But like, I've seen what he looks like moon scorched, both censored and uncensored. I prefer the censored version, honestly. Because, wow. Alrighty then. Hold on. Yeah, Levi didn't make it. Pav and August don't have a Moonscorch farm. You're right. I believe that's true. However, they might be added in a future update, I think. The tower. Head to the tower. The one in the pale hue of the moon god. How may I best aid your quest? Level up time. So, we now have Caligula's abilities like Steal, Intimidate, Killing Intent, and Explosives. Killing Intent is very good because it makes certain enemies avoid you. Steal is very useful if you know what comes from certain enemies. Before we do that, though, I need a short circuit. Don't need those. I haven't made friends with any gods because I haven't written any other symbols yet. So the only other choice I have right now is Caligula. So I'll get Steal, Intimidate, and Killing Intent. Intimidate is like Persuade. Intimidate gives you other options, I believe. Other dialogue options. And we're going to save on a different slot. Okay. With that done, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. My throat is killing me, and it's only been 3.5 hours. I don't know why it's causing this much issue. But my drink hasn't been doing enough. So I need to give my throat a break and stop talking. But I've gotten a lot of follows today. A lot of people have been enjoying, have been interested in this playthrough. Like I said, my next stream is going about to be, the next stream of this is going to be Monday. And then it'll be Saturdays and Mondays this game for the foreseeable future. I might do bonus streams during the week, depending on how my job search is going. Keep an eye on my socials and whatnot, because if something changes in my life and I need to reschedule these to later in the day, I might do that again. But in the meantime, though, I'm having a blast playing this. This game is very creepy, very fun, very fucked up, but is so intensely engrossing. So yeah, thank you very much for watching one more time, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye! I didn't mean to post that in Twitch chat, sorry.